So, coming to the objectives of green electronics. So, what is green electronics? So, we know it is nothing but green plus electronics. So, it simply demonstrates eco-friendly mechanism. So, green electronics emphasis on elimination of harmful substances that are present in electronic devices or in case electrical devices also, and how effectively we are disposing these electronic waste by applying some eco-friendly techniques. And also it can be understood as e-waste management. So what is e-waste? Electronic waste. So how e-wastes are generated and what are the hazardous substances in e-waste available, and some e-toxic components like in computer and some other devices, and how e-waste exports on international level also. So in fact this e-waste management is a trending technology which need to be focused so much. So first of all we will see what is e-waste. So to e-waste we have two types of e-waste. First one goes electronic waste and second one is electrical waste. So electronic devices like DVD, CD players, radio, computer phones, fax, printer, etc. Whatever we see the electronic devices, that comes under electronic waste. And similarly the electrical wastes, it includes refrigerator, washing machine, AC, dryers, and of course vacuum cleaner, coffee machine, toaster, iron box, etc, etc, etc. So these are the two types of e-waste generation. So very important thing is e-waste. Whatever the electronic devices or electrical devices we are so far not using it, it got damaged or we are just about to throw it off, all are e-waste and they contains hazardous substances that could lead to many health issues and it can pollute our environment and all. So let us discuss on what are the hazardous substances, and we can take it into two different categories. First one is heavy metals that are available in the electronic devices, that is AS, BABE, CDCR, PB. Of course, this PB lead is very much hazardous and that is available in most of the electronic devices, and nickel, zinc, etc. So these are the heavy metals that not only destroys our health but also very much dangerous to the environment also. And of course we can discuss on halogenated compounds. So it's a combination of many chemical substances. So first one goes PCB, polychlorinated biphenyl, TBBA, tetrabrominated bisphenol A, PBB, plybrominated diphenyl ethers, CFC, of course we are very much aware of this, chlorofluorocarbon, PVC, polyvinyl chloride. So these are some hazardous substances that is very tough to be eradicated and they give so much of issues. So hence we come and land up to a concept where we need to dispose all these e-waste. So basically there are three techniques that are used for disposing e-waste. So first one is incineration, second one landfilling, third one is recycling. So we will discuss on this in detail one by one. So first one is incineration. So the term indicates simply a combustion of e-waste. It's just like burning all the electronic and electrical components. Of course, we are aware that it may lead to a kind of pollution, but to reduce the volume of e-waste material. This is this is one of the technique which is used. So it is nothing but combustion of e-waste. And what we find after the implication of this technique is your e-waste material is reduced up to 20 to 30%. And also it is also named as thermal treatment. So example is incinerator. So it's a small machine, we can say, where you load up with electronic waste, and it will burn, and it is going to reduce the volume. And you can see the images of incinerators. So first one is the industrial purpose incinerators, where a huge amount of heavy load it is burned. And the second one is a simple, where we can have a small amount of e-waste and it can be treated. Next, the second type or second technique is a land filling. In fact, this is the simplest and highly applicable technique, we can say. So it does not require any machine or any other huge technique. So we know, we have seen everywhere, it's the simplest and highly applicable technique of filling the land. So e-waste are buried, or we can say it is filled inside the land. Designing of landfills in a modern way is a complex phenomenon, because we have to look into the land area which is far away from the residential, and which goes very much far away, because this could lead to some health issues and people should not be affected. So we have to design the landfills in such a way that it is not hazardous, or it is very much far away from the society. And you can find land filling, just filling the land with the electronic waste. So another modern land filling is where you dig the land to some extent, and all the electronics waste are filled over there, or they are dumped and they are leveled inside the land. Next we can see on recycling. So of course the first two techniques, even though they are helpful, that lead to some hazardous impact on us. So the third one is recycling. We cannot make all the electronic device 100% recycling, but to a certain level it can be recycled. So recycling, it means reuse of e-waste. So here e-waste are collected using dedicated bins, and you can recycle the electronic components like computers and other electronic devices. So what are the advantages of green electronics? It is a eco-friendly techniques, and when we are reducing the e-waste, it is a healthy environment what we are providing. It is it is like reduce, reuse and recycle. And of course by incineration you can land up with heat generation electricity also. So you can see how the waste is taken, and from the residual waste you can generate energy like heat energy and electricity. Even though we have some advantages, we see some disadvantages also. So we find it is polluting the air, water and soil. We are giving some air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution also, in even though it is a green electronics. So the case studies, we have to reduce it to some extent, and we can achieve that too also. And also the major problem is health issues. When these e-wastes are a surrounding of the human beings, it leads to some health issues. So you can have some vomiting sensation, muscular pain, fatigue, headache, sleeplessness, abdominal pain, and diarrhea, etc. So these are some basic concepts on green electronics. Thank you.